The Insta360 Nano S. There you go, there's a second Insta360 Nano now. It's coming out this year. I believe this is going to be available in January. And opening it up, it seems to be a black version of the previous Insta360 Nano. The design seems exactly the same from what I'm seeing here. You have the lightning port there. You have charging and micro SD slot on the end. And everything is basically the same. There's no tripod mount. That's a little disappointing, but maybe they've made enough improvements to make up for this. Let's take a look. Resolution 6272 by 3136. That is quite a nice improvement on the last Nano. Ooh, 4K videos and 20 megapixel photos. Great. 360 video chat. There you go. Bang. This is a feature that Gyroptic IO added, and they were the first in the world to introduce 360 video chatting. It's like Skype, but it's in 360. It could be totally amazing and groundbreaking, or it could be something we all forget about in a few months. It also has free capture, real-time stabilization, so everything that the One has. 360 live streaming, great. The Insta360 cameras are among the better live streaming cameras, so that's good to see that they're keeping that up. We have a pouch, and this is basically the same one that the Nano came in. So this looks like a new and improved Insta360 Nano with a black design. Black is always a good color for cameras because it marks less easily and it shows general signs of age a lot less. So I think that's definitely a good move, making it black. I would have liked to see a tripod adapter here. Maybe they're going to sell another separate adapter, but that is a big complaint a lot of people had with the first one. Of all the cameras you plug into your phone, I've got to say the Insta360 cameras have probably been my favorite. I just love the ease of use, and I love the big screen and the way they integrate with iPhones and Androids. Jump cut. So I've had this camera for about a week now, and here are my first impressions.
Dear Mr. Ben, we have a brand new camera. Would you like to be one of the first people in the world to get your hands on it?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to send this to you right now.
Oh wow, this is actually pretty cool. Tell me more about it.
Well, our brand new camera can do 4K video, it has free capture, has a really cool app, video calling in 360 and all kinds of cool shit.
Oh, you mean like the Insta360 One?
Oh, no. This is a completely different camera. It's for a different audience and it's just different. The Insta360 One is more for sports and adventures, whereas the Nano S, it's more for everyday use.
So with that said, I'm going to go through all the key features that they announced about this camera and see if it really is any different to the Insta360 One. I know you would expect me to compare the Nano S to the Nano, but newsflash, there already is an updated Nano, and it's called the Insta360 One. This is Insta360's latest iPhone compatible camera, and I don't see it as an upgrade from the Insta360 Nano, rather another version of the Insta360 One. And I do actually like the Insta360 One. Do check out my review of the camera to see what it can do. It's got an awesome app. There are many awesome features about it. So really, I do think it's a fair comparison putting these two in the same ballpark. One thing it definitely does improve on from the One is the stitching. Because the lenses are physically closer together, you're going to get a better stitch at near distance. So if you do spend a lot of time up close to the camera, the Nano S will leave you looking a lot more beautiful. While I haven't had time to compare the photos and videos of the Nano S to the Nano and the One, sorry about that, I've been kind of distracted by all these new toys I've been getting. To the naked eye, they look more or less the same. It's inherited good stuff like shooting in RAW and having an awesome app to re-edit the 360s, as well as the bad stuff like flat colors, lack of clarity. This also doesn't handle mixed lighting well like the Insta360 One. Sometimes I can see visible noise despite the photo being taken in the middle of the day. Overall though, it's passable. However, I would say check out my Insta360 One videos to get a real feel for the look of the photos and videos the Insta360 produces. The Insta360 app is one of the best apps out there for a 360 camera, and its free capture is just amazing. It allows you to re-edit your 360s into a conventional 16:9 video, whether it be a cropped in window or a completely zoomed out view into a tiny planet or inverted planet. It also retains Smart Track, which allows you to draw a window around your subject, which it it will then track and keep the perspective locked on whatever you like. We got this with the One, we're getting it again with the Nano S. Awesome. One thing they added, which is actually quite cool, is the ability to change the viewing window. It allows you to choose from a wide range of fixed perspectives like Tiny Planet. It chops the screen up into 3 or 4 windows sometimes, and that's quite cool for really utilizing the full 360. Another issue it retains from the One is not many SD cards are compatible. To save you hours of looking around, here is the best card for this camera. It's one of the fastest micro SD cards out there, and it won't let you down with the Nano S or the One. Michael from 360 Rumors and I gave the 360 video chat a spin, and while it didn't work at first, and at second, and at third, and at fourth, on the 5th go, we got a connection and it was looking pretty decent. I feel like this feature will rely on having a steady internet connection on both ends, because if you think about it, you are transmitting a lot of data from a 360 camera all the way through to another country via the internet, so you will need fast internet. The chat was choppy and laggy, but it did work. I was able to broadcast live from my gym to Michael over in California and show him around. I was able to change the view on my end. He wasn't able to change anything. This is a one-way thing at the moment. You can't do it Insta360 Nano S to Nano S. It's only a one-way thing right now. And the person with the camera in their hand is the one that chooses the angle. It was cool, but I didn't really see the point of doing it in 360 and not just doing it the normal way and pointing my phone. 360 didn't really add that much more to the interaction, given I was controlling it anyway and I was needing to interact with the phone to change the angle. It's something you can just easily do like this. So I think 360 video chatting is in its infancy. It's going to be amazing one day, but it's not there yet. So after releasing some of these new features to the Nano S, I just can't see them withholding them from the Insta360 One, the Nano, and the Air, when it's just a simple app update or firmware update that can then empower cameras like this to do cool stuff like 360 video chat and changing the viewing window. One thing that most certainly is different about these two is the price. The One is currently retailing for around $299, and the Nano S is going to debut for $239 US, so that's $60 cheaper. So you need to ask yourself, am I willing to pay $60 more for the One to have independence of the camera and not have to rely on a phone to use it? While you will be able to use the Nano S independently, it's going to be a lot harder given that there's no tripod mount and it's just a hard camera to really interact with when it's not on your phone. So I would probably rule this out from independent shooting. So is it worth it? In my opinion, it's worth sticking with the Insta360 One, but for those on a lower budget, this is an awesome camera. Look, if there were no other cameras out right now, just pretend that there's no Theta V, there's no Gear 360, there's no GoPro Fusion. If this was the only camera, I'd be like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's got so many amazing features, you should definitely go out and buy this. However, we're not in that situation. We've got so many 360 camera options to choose from, it is worth looking around. The Nano S is going to be an awesome choice in 2018. However, you should look around. Check out the other videos on my YouTube channel and you'll see some of the awesome cameras on offer, so you can really decide if this is a good camera for you. If you're a live streamer, this could be a good option. If you're someone that likes keeping it super simple, pointing and shooting from your phone and having it download automatically and uploading to your social network, then this will be a good option for you. However, if you're someone that isn't an absolute beginner, this is probably too beginnerish. It has awesome features like 4K, but having to tether the camera to your phone is too limiting for someone like me. However, if it was the only camera I had on me, I'd definitely get a lot of use out. There's so much you can do with a camera like this, so do consider it. And also consider hitting that subscribe button down there for more awesome 360 tutorials. I'm releasing videos every single week that review some of the best, latest and greatest 360 cameras, the latest apps, the latest software. So if you want to be the first to learn about all this awesome stuff, definitely subscribe. I'm also on Instagram at Ben Claremont, and check out our Facebook page as well. Until next time, this has been Ben and the Nano S, and we will see you in the next video.